Have you got your Oh, yeah.
Okay, now everybody, I'm now recording. Lovely to have you all with us tonight. My name's Paul Hodder, and tonight we are going to be talking about moving an email to a newly created folder. It's a pretty snappy title, I think. So moving an email to a newly created folder. Now, if you can see on your screen, there's a gentleman there who's could probably do with a little bit of organizing. Now, that's the sort of thing we want to clear up, but digitally. I mean, if your office is looking like that, your email's probably going to be looking a bit like that as well. So we're going to try and clean that mess up if we can. Basically, this is a 20-minute, quick 20-minute unit. At the end of it, hopefully you'll have a little bit of information on how to move forward with all of this. There's going to be a bit of a quiz at the end. And if anyone's got that actual hardware, I think a couple of you said you do have that hardware. You can actually share that with us and show me how you move that email to a new folder, if that's possible, if you can share your screen. Okay. So, and Carla, I can't quite see you. If you want to move your screen so I can see you. So everyone, I know you're shy, but off we go. So a little bit about me. I have a couple of different jobs, a couple of little things that I do. One of them is a customer service manager on board international aircraft. And as any manager will tell you, it doesn't matter where you are, you've got a little bit of admin to do. And so I have to be pretty organized with work emails, those sorts of things, and being organized. But I've also got a business of my own as well, and that's a life coaching business. And if you've got a business as well, you'd know that it has to be organized and everything in place so you can find stuff. I will be using a little bit of technical language. If anyone's not sure of things, I think the extent of it really is just going to be when I say email client, which is always a bit of a weird one, but I'll explain that as we go along. Now, what I might do is I might just ask everyone to introduce themselves, but I'll actually go through one by one. And all you need to say is your name, where you live, and if you've got any technology challenges, if you're tech savvy or not, something like that, just to break the ice a little bit. So I'll go through in order, and it will start with Peter, then Mia, Carla, Gabrielle, Carlos, Nella, Joe, and finally Dino. So if I start with Peter, if you just want to let me know how you're going.
Okay, I'm Peter. I live in the Illawarra in New South Wales. I work in aged care as a team leader. I supervise other staff, so I use a lot of technology, especially as I now work from home because of COVID.
Yeah, I reckon you would do. And the Illawarra is a beautiful part of the country. I
not so much
love it.
today. Not so much today.
Hey, it's going to be better than Melbourne, I reckon.
No, we've got storms coming again tonight.
Okay, I'll swap with you. I'll swap with you for a week. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. Mia, what can you tell me?
Well, my name is Mia. I am from Point Cook, the sort of Melbourne area of Victoria. And I would say I'm reasonably tech savvy because I'm a school student and I'm quite involved with technology. However, there are a few things I'd like to learn to try and clean up my desktop because I'm pretty messy.
That's good. And Carla, what can you tell me? Now you're on mute, Carla. So are you able to unmute yourself, or I'll see if I can do it for you?
How's that?
That is amazing.
Yeah. So I'm Carla and I'm from Sanctuary Lakes and I am not tech savvy at all. So this presentation is made especially for me. So I'll be listening attentively.
Okay, fantastic. And we got Gabrielle next. Or Anna.
I'll go with Gabrielle. I'm Gabrielle. I'm from Middle Park, which is near the centre of Melbourne. I've got a few basic technical skills. I can work my way around.
Okay.
And this should be very interesting. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, good. Excellent. Carlos.
Hello, my name's Carlos. I'm in Tarneit, the west part of Melbourne. I'm actually an IT professional, so this should be quite interesting. If anything, the challenges that I face in IT to not lose my cool when something doesn't work. So,
Yeah, and I guess, Carlos, that having to explain seemingly easy processes to people, it can be quite frustrating, can't it? You know, so sometimes it's good to know a way of being able to show something very basic to someone in a way they understand.
but you'd be surprised how this is not used properly in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Nella.
Hello, I'm
Hey.
Nella. I'm also in Tanit. I am not an IT professional and I am not tech savvy, so this should be good.
You should get Carlos to help you. There you go. And hi, Joe. How are you?
Hi, I am also from Melbourne, so close to Mill Park or from Epping.
Okay.
And so work in basically in universities teaching all additive manufacturing and manufacturing stuff. So
okay,
some basics of things maybe you're going to teach, but I learned more from you today.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you. And finally, I beg your pardon?
I'll create a folder for you for the feedbacks. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, that's right. Okay, Dino.
Hi everyone, my name's Dino. Live in Middle Park, reasonably tech savvy. I probably start off quite organised and then quickly deteriorate into the photo you've got up, Paul.
Hey, thanks everybody. I think we will move on to safety. Now, can everybody see what I've got on my screen there? Have you able to move your real estate around and everything? That's fantastic. Look, safety, most importantly, we talk about, we're all comfortable in our own homes, but that's where most accidents occur, interestingly. And we're spending a lot more time there, aren't we? So just have a quick look around where you are. I mean, I'm looking around here and there's cables all over the place. I think they're pretty much out of the way. They all look pretty safe. There's not too many plugs in a board or anything like that. There's no trip hazards anymore. I got rid of those a little bit earlier, which is good. I know where my exits are. I go out that door and then out the front door or out the back door if I need to. Ergonomics are really important, I think, especially when you're working from home or doing something like this. Make sure you've got a good posture. Really, you don't want to be slumped over because you're in that position for a long time. So just be aware of that. And also, screens, they can get brighter and brighter later and later at night. So just be aware you can just dim your screen if your eyes are starting to get a little bit sore. And just talk a little bit about etiquette. So basically how we're going to behave amongst each other in this short session. I might ask if I ask a question, just stick your hand up. If it's one of those questions that I think is appropriate, I can pick people, or it might be a free-for-all. If I say, who knows about this? You can all just stick your hand up. I'll let you know as we go along. But I do ask if someone's talking, try not to talk over them. It's quite hard these days. But if you don't agree with what they're saying, let's just be as respectful as we can. I guess that's the main thing. Mobile phones, absolutely addictive. And at the same time, we've come to rely on them an awful lot. So if you do have a call, if you are expecting a call, by all means, have your phone ready to go. Otherwise, if we can just mute it or something like that, because it can actually change our focus as well. So if we can just be as focused as we can tonight, that would be awesome. Okay, like I said, this is about a 20-minute session. But why are we even here? Like I said, we want to be organized, don't we? We want to get our workspace in a position that we can be productive, organized, and we know where everything is. Benefits of that would be, so at the end of this, we will be able to move stuff around, find stuff when we need it, basically in a digital sense. And the benefits of that will be greater productivity. And if you're one of these people that like everything in the right place, that's a real bonus. And if you're starting out in a new job or something where you need something like that, you'll be able to show off to your boss as well. So there's a lot of benefits to this. Now, what I might do is quickly excuse me, I move a few things around on my screen. I'm just going to give you what used to happen in the oldie days. Now, everyone can see me, can they? Can actually see a picture of me? Pretty good. So in the old days, your boss would come in and he'd give you 5 or 6 bits of paper, or there's emails, and he'd say, Paul, can you find the tax return or the tax invoice from acme.com or whoever it is? And because I need it like as soon as possible, please. Can you find it? And you say, yeah, no problem. I think it's here somewhere. And you're looking through it and you go, oh my God, I can't find that thing. Where is it? And then someone invented the folder. All right. And this is basically what we're going to be doing today, but in a digital sense. I just want to get a pictorial version for you. Okay. So a folder lives in a filing cabinet, as we all know. So let's say we've got our Acme invoice that's come through the post. I'm going to go, all right, I'm going to put that where I can find it in the folder. Beautiful. I'm going to put it in the filing cabinet. Oh, hang on. How am I going to know what it is? Let's write the name Acme Invoices on it. And we're going to stick it in here. Acme Invoices, put it in there in alphabetical order. When your boss comes in and he says, okay, Paul, can you find that folder for me? And I say, no problem at all. Over to the filing cabinet. Okay, yeah, there we go. There it is for you. Too simple, right? We've got to do that digitally. Okay, that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to go back. And any minute now. There we go. Beautiful. Excuse me. All right. So what are we looking at now? This is our email client. Basically, it's our email program. And today, the one you're looking at here is the one I've got on my computer. It's a Windows 10 computer. And most laptops have got Windows on it these days, unless you've got a Mac, of course. And the email program I'm using is called Microsoft Mail. And it comes pre-installed. A lot of people use other programs, Outlook, Gmail, all those other programs. Safari, the ones that you get with iOS as well. But today I'm using this one, and I'm using it because it's quite a basic one. And once you learn this, everything else will make sense on other iPads, other programs that you might use. So let's have a look at what we've got here. On the blue side there, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen, excuse me. Let's go back. On the blue side, you can see accounts, live, paulhodder.live.com, Ozemail. Those are my accounts, my email accounts. And underneath, this is really important. This is like your filing cabinet, your folders. Inbox, draft, sent, archive, delete, junk, and then more. More is really important because that means there's more folders, okay? So, where are we? Oh, I think I've actually picked the wrong thing to share, so just give me a moment. I need this one. Okay. Stand by, everybody. I'm just going, all right. Just slowed up a little bit. So, I think when we have a lot of people on, it slows my computer down. So, just a moment. Okay, here we go. All right, at the top, you see the white arrow that went at the top? It shows I'm in my inbox in the live account, the Paul Hodder at live.com. So that's where I know where I am. See all the all the emails down there? I can see one from Peter Green, actually. How good's that? It's from last week. And I see some from Plenty Assessments as well. Now, what I want to do is move the ones from Plenty. You see the ones with Plenty written on them? There's one. I want to move those to a folder. So the way I do that is go up to this little icon on the top. That's called the select icon. And you click on it. And when you click on it, you get these little tick boxes come up. And that's the way you select your emails. Does that make sense to everybody so far? Thumbs up. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much. And then we just click the ones we want. There you go. Plenty training and plenty assessment. Awesome. So the next thing we do, we want to move them. And it's, to me, that's pretty clear that that's move something to a folder, because it actually looks like a folder, right? I was going to show it to you, but you can't see it. So we click on that one, and there it says move to, and it shows all of my folders. Beautiful. But I don't just want to move it to any old folder. I wanted to put it in a new folder. So I'm going to click on the plus sign, which is here. And when I click it, that's where I write in the name of the folder I'm going to make. Now I'm going to call this folder training, because this is for my training that I do. But I'm going to call it A training, because if I put an A in front of it, it's going to be at the top of my folder, just for clarity. But you may see under the deleted, it says A training there. I had a trial go before and I forgot to get rid of it. So don't disregard that one. So what I'm going to do now is just type in the name of the folder I want, A training, there it is. Now this is really important. When you do this, you have to press the enter key. Because if you don't, it doesn't make a folder, but you think it has. So you can end up going round in circles. And who hasn't done that when you're using technology? Hands up, who hasn't? Now, see? We've all done it. Where is that folder? I'll tell you where it is. It's with those socks. You know, the spare socks, the socks that are missing, that when you do the washing? Nah, it's with them. One day we'll find them all. So you press enter and bang, can you see it? A training. It's like 1, 2, 3 down. All folders, outbox, inbox, A training. Happy days, we've made a new folder. And then it should just go in there. Those, you just press enter and those emails should just go straight into that folder. And in a perfect world, you go, brilliant. No worries at all. I'm just going to go off now and not worry about it anymore. But I think we should really check, don't you? Remove A training. But guess what? Down the bottom, you'll see, just in blue where that black arrow is, it says moved to A training. Okay, so there's a confirmation. That pops up for about 5 seconds, so you can miss it. It's told you it's there, but who's going to believe it? I don't actually believe it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my folders. I'm going to have a look to make sure that there's a folder there called A training with my emails in it. Remember, more shows you where all the folders, the rest of the folders. So I click that, there's A training, and I'm crossing my fingers now because my boss wants these emails. And if they're not in there, I don't know where they are. So here we go. Yes, happy days. There they are, plenty assessments. We are cooking with gas. Now, that seemed to take quite a long time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly run through this myself and show you how it's done. So this is real life, okay? There's Zoom, Carlos Navarro, Siggy, all of these things. I'm going to pick a couple and I'm going to go up to select. I'm going to go Paul Hodder, select, move to, and you'll see when I hover over these things, it says create new folder. Bang, I'm just going to go AA. There we go. Press enter, remember? Bang, AA, there it is. Don't move to AA. Let's check. Go to more. There it is. Happy days. Brilliant. Now, does anybody want to give that a go? Has anyone got this program? I think Mia was saying that she's got it. Do you want to share your screen? Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Just make sure you have multiple screen sharing.
I think I do. And I'm just going to,
Try
yeah, I'm
there.
just going to stop my screen share. I think that will probably be what you want to do.
Perfect. Okay, try and
Multiple. Okay. Oh, here we go. All participants.
Perfect.
All right. Do you want to give that a go?
Okay.
Mia
So
Hodder has started screen sharing.
I was following along with you when you were doing it in real time. So let's go this one. So we go select, then this little thing at the top,
Okay.
and let's move to, because I don't really use this app, I use Outlook usually. I'll create a new folder and I'll just call this a training because it will be at the top. It's loading. So that should.
Press enter.
My computer's kind of crashing.
I know.
So it's not letting me press enter. It's not letting me press anything on this.
I think Zoom slows everything up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. Okay. My app just crashed.
Well, you failed. You're going to have to leave the room.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't
I'm just kidding.
understand.
I'm just kidding. Thank you, though, Mia. You definitely had the right grasp of it, and this is what happens with technology, right? Absolutely. But thanks for giving it a go. I really appreciate that. Oops, hold on a second. Here we go. Okay. So now mine's frozen as well, but just a second. I think, oh, here we go. Right. Now, that's actually me, except I don't wear a tie of that color, and he's got more hair. But does anyone have any questions regarding that? Okay, well, that's great news. Must have done a great job. So here's a quiz. Which of these, A, B, C, D, or E, is the select icon? Now, I'm just put your hand up for A. I saw a hand go up. B, C, D, E. Yes, that's awesome. And we're going to ask which the move to folder is now. A, B, C. You guys are amazing. So basically what we've learned is how to, basically the layout of the email client, how to select the emails that you want, how to move them, how to rename or make a folder and name it, press enter, and then make sure that those emails have moved in there. And so by doing that, you should have a good understanding of how it all works with most emails clients. And it's something to practice if you've never done it before, especially if you've got a job coming up or an interview or something like that, where they do a little skills test. And like Carlos said earlier, not everybody knows how to do that because other people do it and there's stuff all over the place. People have got their own way of doing things. So what I'm going to do is I've got a little quiz that I'm going to send to you. I'm going to email to everybody. And once you've filled that out and sent it back, but only once you've sent it back, I'll send you out a handout, which actually shows you how to go through those steps. If I sent out the handout first, it'll give you the answers to the questions, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'll do that afterwards. Now, has anyone got any feedback of how this went? if there's any suggestions. Yes, Mia.
I liked what you did in the second run because I was a little, like, not that confused, but I was a little confused when you were doing the, like, one slide at a time. That was due to technical difficulties, of course, but I found it really helpful when you went back in real time. So I think doing that and then doing that again was really useful.
Ah, good. I did wonder what that would look like because I was thinking nice and slow, but I know what it looks like, right? You guys don't. So that's great feedback, Mia. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. I'll send that stuff out, and I just want to thank you all very much for your time today. And I'll just stop the recording. Just a moment.